I saw Child's Play.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And which we feel very differently about.
Yes.
Because he didn't like it as much, and I ended up really enjoying
Well, let's get
it.
into it. Might as well with the
I,
review of
I
Child's
liked
Play
it
here.
so much.
Okay.
When I hear that from you,
because
that makes me feel good.
Well, because it felt like that though. I felt like
Even
a
the
little
Cormans.
kid
Yeah.
in the 90s or 80s actually watching a horror movie.
It felt like
and
a
I feel
90s
like when
movie.
I was a kid, I feel like if I was a kid, I would have really enjoyed it. Just like when I was a kid, I enjoyed the first Child's Play, and it was actually kind of creepy and scary because
Yeah.
it's Child's Play is supposed to be campy.
Yeah.
Right. And I
Yeah.
think they did that well.
The second one more so than the first, though.
No, the first one still has some really good
but
bitch,
yeah,
lines,
it has
like
some-
it
sure,
has some
they're-
really good cheesy over the top.
No
like,
doubt,
good-
but the majority of the tone is supposed to be pretty creepy and scary.
Yeah,
with
and-
some
yeah.
cheesy lines, but it got progressively more
Right,
cheesy as the
exactly.
series went on. Yes,
Right, exactly.
You didn't like it. It was the writing.
Yeah, I think these films, like for horror fans,
Yeah.
are like action films for dudes. Like horror film, like they'll forgive a lot. Horror fans will forgive a lot
Yeah.
just if they get a little bit of enjoyment out of the movie. And I'm a little more of a critical when it comes to horror because horror is not my genre that I go
Right.
to. Right? I'm the same with westerns.
You want
Like,
it to be
I'll
more
forgive a lot
interesting,
with
more
westerns.
intriguing, something
Yeah, I
different.
want something really
It's kinda how I
interesting.
am with
And
horror
I
films.
wanted to go in and have fun. And the first 30 minutes are fantastic.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
like, okay,
I
this is a
was
great
really-
premise.
yeah.
This is This really works. They understand the material, the tongue.
Well, what
is
happens? Why does it unravel?
it unravels because I think they don't understand how they want to go with the rest of the
Yeah.
movie.
Do you
'Cause the
feel
first
like it was
30
different tonally, like
Yes.
in some parts? Like I agree with that.
Right.
That sometimes it was like a serious movie,
Right.
and sometimes it was more of a comedy.
What
yeah.
was the message of the movie? And that was frustrating to me. And I know it's a horror film, but Child's Play is a subversive film
Right.
about this idea of attaching to something and what it can lead to and how it can control you even from childhood. So there's a lot of levels going on with Child's Play. And when you look at this one, I feel like they lost their way, didn't understand what they were wanted to go for. And although the first half an hour is great and sets up great premise, and the direction is fine, the acting's fantastic.
How's our boy, the kid?
Oh, he's
came in?
great.
He's
Bateman is
so
great.
good.
I love that
that
kid.
So
that
good.
kid, like, he did a lot for that
Oh, yeah,
movie.
I love that
He's
kid.
so good, and because you actually ended up, I was worried with the kids in general when
Yeah.
I saw the trailer. I thought
Yeah.
it was they were gonna try to do it like a blatant like Stranger Things or It type thing, and I
Yeah.
was worried about that because that's not Child's Play, right? Like Chucky is supposed to be scary
It's
to
supposed to be a
kids.
serial killer. He's not a serial killer, right? It's AI.
It's a completely different premise,
Right.
right? Like they, which I think is better, similar to the Fright Night remake.
Right.
That's very
That's
different from
great.
the original. I like the fact that they went completely different, and in
Yeah.
fact, this is not the Chucky people are used to.
Okay.
There's like he's not possessed by some like
Serial killer.
Yeah,
Serial killer.
exactly.
No, right.
You know, like this is like as if Alexa or Google,
Yeah.
ended
Right.
up making toys and they invaded your home with AI.
So it's like the beginning of Terminator.
Exactly, right? So it's
Yeah.
it's a different premise and it seems silly, but the different things that they did with Chucky as a character, I thought were like you were kind of like liking him at first and
Yeah.
you were kind of rooting for him more, even though he was like messed up. You didn't know what he was gonna do. Like I thought that was well done, and I mean, it's not Brad Dourif, right? Like it's not.
But
It's,
how's Mark Hamill?
but he's Mark. He did a great job. Like,
That's a double-edged sword. He's Mark. Yes, he's Mark.
Well, it's
You've heard it before.
Right.
And
Does
I
he sound
think
like the Joker kind of? Yeah.
a lot of his villain roles, the voiceover is very similar, and you're like, So,
Well, and I don't know how much
but
of
with
that was the
Dourif
direction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you're right. It's
Yeah.
a fair point. With voiceover, you never know how much of it is
and
direction.
also Mark's voice is very recognizable,
Yes.
regardless of like how he's so talented.
iconic,
Like
yeah.
you still hear him, right? But I went in expecting not to see. Like I already knew we weren't going to get Brad's Chucky, so I was fine with that.
So you'd say it's more disappointing than it's not a terrible
Yeah,
movie.
it's not a terrible movie. I just was disappointed because I wanted it to have more of an edge,
Right.
more of a bite.
Well, it
And
sets you
more
up.
of-
It sets you up in 30 minutes that you liked a lot, and then it just lets you down to where you thought it was going to go, and it just it went a different
doesn't
direction.
go all the
That's so-
way, and I wanted it to go all the way.
That's so interesting because for me it was not the opposite, but I was actually kept getting surprised because some of the kills were actually like long
Yeah.
and much gory than I thought they were going to be.
Sweet.
Like there's a really cool scene with like a kid gets scared and Nathan and I cheered. You know,
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
like I think there's like John said, there's some moments there that if you're a horror fan, you're really going to appreciate it as
Yeah.
long as you go in knowing that this is not the Chucky you're used to.
What about Ellis? Did you talk to Ellis afterwards?
Yeah, he really liked it too.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because his review is going to go up on the Schmodown channel a little later.
Yeah, I'm doing it with him tomorrow.
Oh, are you? Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Nice.
That's good. You're doing the review? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, good. I didn't know that. So check out that if you want to see the review for Child's Play with Ellis and Dorina. And you can see the one on Collider right now.
Yeah, it's
with
on right
Roca
now.
and Perry.
With Perry,
Me and
right?
Perry, yeah, we
Roca,
did a
Perry, and
non-spoiler
then-
review.
yeah.
Also, the song is really good.
The song is fun.
Yeah,
Is
you've
that
been
the
singing
one that
it
you were-
all
Is that
morning.
the one you were singing?
I love it. You are my buddy
Yeah, speaking-
until the end.